Babe, I love your eyeliner today. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video because today I have the new Urban Decay Naked Heat Palette and I'm so excited for this. Well, actually I have the whole little set of the heat that Urban Decay sent me and I need to review it for you guys. In the heat collection we have the Naked palette, 2 eyeliners, and then 3 lipsticks. I'll walk you through the palette first. This palette is so beautiful and I cannot get enough of the packaging. What is this all about, you ask? Well, Naked heats up. Get lit with 12 all new, can't live without amber hued neutrals, including warm browns, burnt oranges, and rich siennas. From a super smooth red brown matte to a glimmering copper to a deep shifty bronze, this palette has everything you need to create sultry daytime looks, intensely smoky nighttime looks, and everything in between. Same as all Urban Decay's other Naked palettes, you have 12 eyeshadows, kind of like an ombre from light to dark, and it comes with a dual-ended brush as well. My palette unfortunately fell on the floor because I left for the weekend and left my cats at home and they dropped it on the floor. So these two just had a little stumble, but I thankfully pushed them back together. I saved them. I'll go ahead and swatch all 12 shades right now so you can get a feel for them. This is Ounce, which is kind of an off-white bone tone with a slight shimmer. Next is Chaser. It's almost reading on camera as a slightish brown. Third is Sauced, which I would describe this as a burnt peach. Fourth is Low Blow, again another matte shadow, and I would describe this as a muted chocolate brown. Number 5 is Lumbre, which is so pretty. This is our second shimmery shadow, kind of a pinkish shadow with like a gold shimmer in it. Heat Devil is one of my personal favorites. It is that perfect burnt orange tone. There's another shade quite similar to this. This is more of a reddish tone. Up next is Dirty Talk, and this is a pure shimmer copper, and it is so buttery and so creamy. Scorched has the same finish as Dirty Talk, but this one is a little bit more of a purplish tone, but still in that burnt copper family. Next up is Cayenne, and this is kind of like a clay color. It is so beautiful. It looks very similar to Heat Devil in the palette. And Fuego is next, and this is a beautiful burnt burgundy. We also have Ashes, which is a similar tone. In pan, this almost looks like an eggplant tone, but as I'm swatching it, it's reading quite dark. And lastly, we have Ember, which is a beautiful shimmer tone, and I would almost describe this as like a deep purple with almost a pewter shimmer to it with a little hint of a red in there. The texture of these eyeshadows are gorgeous as always, soft, silky smooth, beautiful. One thing for me with Urban Decay eyeshadows though, I really have to prime really well and push the shadow into my eye. Otherwise I find that some of them, because they are so creamy, that they will crease on me. So I just make sure I just really push and pack it on my skin. In the Heat collection, there are also 2 24/7 Glide On eye pencils. We have Torch and Alkaline. This is Alkaline, which is a nice, beautiful burgundy tone. And Torch is that perfect kind of burnt sienna almost. Same great formula as always. I just love the color. I stuck it in my waterline. Even though this is an eyeliner, I also used it as a lip liner and a lip base as well. This Heat collection has 3 lipsticks as well. 2 of them have a metallic finish, and one of them, which is called Fuel, has a cream finish, and that's the one I have on my lips right now. First lipstick is a nice, almost off nude tone, and this has a cream finish. Next up is Scorched, and this has a metallic finish to it, and it's a beautiful brown. Then lastly, Heat, which is a nice cherry red with a gold fleck of glitter in there. This is the look I created, so let's roll the tape of me putting this on. Yay, tutorial time. I'm priming my lids because I always prime before I use any eyeshadow. I'm doing it on top and bottom. I am taking the shade He Devil and I'm putting this everywhere in my crease. I'm going to be doing a cut crease, so I'm doing this fairly messy. I'm also taking in Fuego and putting that directly kind of underneath that just to deepen it up, and then finally Ashes to deepen it up a little bit more. I'm also using the shade Ounce to highlight my brow. I am using the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer in Freebase, which is just a white cream, and this is going to be cutting the beautiful cut crease, and I'm setting that with Ounce, which is again just a bone shimmer shade on my brow. I'm then taking Ashes once more with a fine detail brush just to really clean up that line. Yes, I licked the brush and I am using that to draw on my liner. I'm doing a somewhat of an ombre liner, so I'm taking He Devil and Ashes and kind of buffing that out to kind of create a beautiful kind of transition there. Then underneath my eye, I'm also using He Devil everywhere. I also took a tiny little bit of Ashes and applied that right along my bottom lash line. Oh, little baby. Then I'm using the Alkaline pencil, wow, I said that really weird, in my waterline and another black on my upper lash line. Oh, got my mascara on them, and these are NYX lashes. I believe they're number 17, if I'm not mistaken. Then I'm also using that same 24/7 Glide On pencil in Alkaline, and I'm using that as a lip liner. I'm drawing on my lips, and then I'm buffing it out slightly just with my finger. And then to top it off, I'm using the nude shade of lipstick, which is called Fuel. And this is just a cream finish. This is just adding a little bit more of a pinkier, nudish tone to it. And that's the look. I want to say a huge thank you to Urban Decay for sending me this palette even before the release date. I feel like that's so crazy and I'm obsessed with this, so thank you so much. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.